Hello Cancer, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie has abandoned post for this particular reading. Maybe he'll come back around, but we're here with your December monthly reading. So today we're going to be doing that yummy Celtic cross spread where we go deeper into the energies. It's going to be really interesting to see what comes up for you, and we'll close it off with a special message for the Cancerian collective. We're going to keep in mind, as always, these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. You may want to consider watching your sun, moon, rising, or north node videos for additional context and texture. And also be sure to check out the description below where I list links for a personal reading, donations, connecting on social media, all the fun and good stuff to get you more involved in the creators community. Now, Cancer, I also want to acknowledge Sagittarius because it is Sagittarius season, and that's what we'll celebrate for December. Happy birthday to all our Saggies. Be sure to come around on my channel every other Sunday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Time, where I'll be doing live tarot readings, and we have a really awesome community that is coming together for those readings. The people are so amazing. They are supportive of each other. They're supportive of the energies. They're asking really cool questions, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So be sure to check that out. You can watch some of the replays if you want on my channel as well to get a feel for what it's like. Cancer, let's get into your reading. You're actually my 12th reading for this round. I worked backwards. Usually I record the water signs first. This time I kind of felt called to go backwards. So best for last, I don't know. You call it. Your current energies that you're showing me are energies of the Empress. Beautiful energy of fertility, creativity, embodiment, femininity. This energy is being challenged for some reason by the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is a celebratory energy, honestly. So how could that be challenging you? Maybe there's a goal or a milestone that you haven't reached yet that is playing into the flow with which you work. Maybe you are greatly in that feminine creative energy. Whether you're male or female, you can be in that slower moving creative energy. It may just be that time for you right now. The Six of Wands is an action oriented energy. So maybe you're having trouble taking action on something because you need to be in the feminine flow or a feminine pause right now for some reason. We'll have to clarify. For your needed focus here, you get the Eight of Swords. There are some issues and some things, some entanglements going on in your subconscious mind. I have a feeling that maybe some of these have arisen for you out of your dream time in certain symbols, or maybe you're picking up messages from numbers or readings like this. And I think there's this acknowledgement that, okay, I recognize that the reason I'm not able to take action here toward my goals and desires and what I want to call in and celebrate is my own doing, and there's something that may need a little attention, a little bit of release, or a little bit of healing here that may or may not have come up on your radar, because I get the sense that it's a subconscious thing. Now, in the energies of the past, you have the Fool. This means that you've already taken some level of risk to get where you are right now, Cancer. Cancer, you like your comfort, you like the stability and safety of your shell. So for you to have walked the path of the Fool and really leaned into some great journey that you don't know how it's gonna unfold is really brave energy for you. So I'm really interested to see what that looks like. Moving into the next month here for December in the future, you're going to be releasing some emotional energies. Now, I'm wondering if they have to do with this Eight of Swords, maybe some of your own self-sabotaging kind of energies, or just getting over yourself about something, or shifting the way that you speak to yourself. I like what I'm sensing in the release because I think that you have or are establishing a nice healing cycle that runs as a consistent undercurrent in your life so that you're always doing some level of healing. This may be a little more focused. This may be, you may put a little more attention toward this because I think it affects directly the energies that are conflicting for you right now. In your place of embodiment and empowerment, you are in a position where you're nurturing something. You have planted the seeds, they have taken root, and they are beginning to grow and show above the surface, but they're still young, they're still new, they're still fresh. And so getting real comfortable with that and continuing to build your energetic relationship with the growth of the seeds that you've planted is important. So there may be a timing kind of thing going on for you here. In your supports and allies, so your supportive energies and allies, you have the Ace of Swords. There's some sort of clarity of mind, and maybe it has to do with your focusing on the ways that you hold yourself back, the way that you let maybe fear guide some of your decisions. That is looking like it needs to open up. It needs to be released. It almost to me feels like it's something that has past life connections for you that went deep into your soul codes. And from a mental perspective, that's where it gets hung up. Now, for some of you, you could come from, this could have been picked up by bloodline, of the bloodline you were born into this lifetime, and it's encoded somehow in the DNA. For others of you, this is a soul memory. So it could be blood or soul codes affecting you here. And you definitely came through to illuminate this and release this. That is one of your purposes in this lifetime, was to heal this. So you could have a pattern there, whether it's ancestral or whether it comes from your own soul's journey, or both. For some of you, this could be both. This release and opening up to clear this out is going to be a great part of your journey and very supportive for you. In your environment, you have the Five of Pentacles. You may feel a little bit stuck in a situation of lack. Maybe the money isn't coming in right now. Maybe the resources aren't showing up as quickly as you would want them to. I do think things have shown up. I do think you've had gratitude. I do think you're building. But the key that really unlocks everything for you is still sitting on the floor. And you're kind of ignoring that key. You're not putting the key in the keyhole and opening the door. Kind of reminds me of the Matrix, where Neo has to walk through the door and he's like, which door? And the key maker says, you'll know which door, right? You know which door, you're sitting right in front of it, but you're ignoring it. So something in your environment may be affecting you here. Maybe focus or concentration on other people or a job or a medical issue could have your attention. In your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Swords. So you really want to bring an end to this mental sabotage here. That's your intention. That is what you hope for. You might at times fear like it's a little too heavy or a little too dark, or there's some pain in there that needs to be released that you're afraid to face, because leading into your potential outcome, you have the Three of Swords, which is a card of pain in the heart. So there may be something quite heavy and quite, I want to say, a more embedded kind of pain into your past, into your ancestry, or into your soul that's going to be released. So it probably feels pretty heavy and pretty big. But I see you releasing it here. Ultimately, I think you're going to make the decision to release it. So we're going to shift our focus back to this Empress to do the clarifications, because the cards are wanting to go everywhere. So let's see, what is this Empress energy for you? Beautiful. You have the Justice card and the Seven of Pentacles. So here you are, you're really naturally, organically connected in with your feminine energies. You find a lot of balance in those energies. It's about being in your creative zone as well. And you have that Seven of Pentacles. It's really been the seeds of creativity that you've planted, and growth is happening. It's kind of like you plant a fruit tree or you plant a vegetable, but it doesn't come to its full fruition for like a year or two. This may feel like that to you. It may feel like things are going slower, but the growth is now visible. The result of the seeds you have planted is now being seen. So keep nurturing. The Empress would have you nurture and incubate this energy even further, because she is also the energy of pregnancy. Some of you may feel like things aren't happening as quickly because you do have a baby on the way. You and your partner may have a little one on the way. So there may have been a little interruption to this, and maybe you were going for that career success or that notoriety, and now that's become a challenge because you're expecting. So for some of you, that could be the case. You're getting into fatherhood, motherhood, and it's taken the attention away from your creative journey. For the Six of Wands, you have the Lovers and the Ten of Swords, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. Whatever is challenging you right now and what you might be perceiving as a setback or a block is a very beautiful part of your life. We have the Lovers here, we have surrender here, we have celebration. So in one way, this may feel like a setback. Maybe there's been, for example, morning sickness, right? The first trimester for women, that's more probable during that time. Even if you're not a woman, you're not pregnant, you're a woman who's not pregnant, or you're a man, these energies could be like you just have a little bit of morning sickness, and that could be something physical for you. Like I said, it could be a physical ailment. You could be healing from an athletic injury of some kind. Whatever way it's expressing for you, you feel that it's impacted your creativity. Now, what I see here is that through love of this experience, through surrender into this experience, you're actually going to be able to let go the way of thinking about it, that it's an interruption or that it's this or that. You can have both here. And Cancer, you are oftentimes so busy nurturing and caring for everyone else that you might not realize you can be the one to have it all. And it may be that you do have to resign yourself to allowing yourself to be nurtured by your partner, by your family, by your friends a little bit more now than you're used to. And that's so you can nurture yourself, the healing that needs to happen in your body. Or if you're growing a baby, that's going to take your attention. Now, it doesn't have to interrupt what you've been trying to build. You can blend it right into that. Of course, there's going to be days where maybe you don't feel good, or you just don't feel like you can move forward with it here. There may be those days, but overall, I see you meeting this challenge, rising to meet this challenge, and finding those more creative and different ways to embody all of it and embrace all of it. But yes, big life changes here on the horizon in December for you. Now, the area of needed focus where you have that Eight of Swords, it's clarified by the Star and the Four of Pentacles. You have a lot of big dreams around calling in abundance. Right now, things are looking like they're a little tight for you. So you're probably having to try to cut back on expenses. You may be budgeting. Things may be very tight for you and your family. Certainly, if you're bringing on another member of the family, that could be a very real consideration. And the universe is saying, yes, go ahead and focus on that. You may want to hold on to some of your spending, right? So during the holidays, you may want to invest in some good cooking and some experiences rather than buying a bunch of expensive gifts for people, right? That you don't have to be the one to always show up in the lead position with the giving, right? Allow yourself to receive more. That definitely needs your attention for the month. Even if you don't buy presents at all, but other people give you presents, get comfortable in that energy. We're all going to have our times in life where maybe we can't show up for something or we can't do something. I think you have here what I would consider to be pretty darn good reasons for that, and I think people will be very understanding. Okay, Cancer. In the past, where you had that Fool energy there, you got the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You know, despite what everyone told you in the past, you're showing me a very rebellious energy, very much like, almost like if people said go that way, you would go the opposite way just to be different, just to do your own thing. You're showing me a road less traveled, okay? And you're showing me a lot of learning about the material world. Some of you could be starseeds that are particularly sensitive to the densities on this planet. That is a very real thing for people. Make no mistake. There are some people who this planet is extremely dense to them. There's others who navigate that density with more ease. But for you, I'm seeing that it's been quite a challenge. You have remained, though, curious and optimistic about your journey, and that's what has pulled you through here. And honestly, it sounds like and looks like you're getting to celebrate and have some real success in embodying and embracing these experiences that go along with life. I know I've heard that some starseeds, they will not have children because they see, you know, what's going on, and this planet's very heavy, very dense. But I don't sense that for you, and I don't think every starseed is like that. I would consider myself a starseed, though I do feel like I've had many lifetimes here. But I came from other places before, and I have 2 kids, and it's a beautiful experience. So remember, we came here to have a human experience. So allow yourself to really embrace that. And moving into your future energies, remember I said there's something you're going to be releasing, some sort of emotional energies. You're showing up for that, Cancer. You've got the Chariot here and the Three of Cups. You are the Chariot. You are, what you're showing me is a relinquishing of control of that Chariot, meaning your emotional energies. You're going to let the release of those energies carry you forward. And what's really nice about the Three of Cups energy is I feel that you have support around you to be able to do this. Okay, so for those of you transitioning from maidenhood into motherhood, that can be a huge rite of passage. You're releasing that maiden within in this cycle, in this lifetime. You may have done it before, you may not have, but the important part here is you have support and you're allowing yourself to move into this energy. And I hadn't really noticed it until now, but in this particular character's Chariot, she honestly looks a bit pregnant here and a bit round, and definitely the womb and the prominent energy is coming forward as she really just allows herself to be on this ride with the Chariot here and allows herself to be herself. So as you release moving forward, you may get more emotional, right? And keep in mind, that you could be pregnant with an idea, a book that you're going to write, a song that you're writing, a painting, an experience. There's something here. So it may not be physical baby, but I am talking to some of you when I say there's physical baby involved here, right? Others of you, if that's not your show right now, that's not your game, take it metaphorically. What is it that you're nurturing? What is it you've been trying to grow? And then what has come in? What about life has come in and maybe change things up where you think, oh man, how can I do that? Now I got to put my attention on this, right? So in your place of empowerment where you had that Seven of Pentacles, and it's also in your current energy, you get the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I actually love this energy together. The King of Cups would be you showing up for this. You're like, okay, I'm here for this. I am showing up for this. And you also accessing what I would call the heart-led qualities of your masculine energies, the way that you father, whether that's to a child, whether that's to a pet, whether that's to structure in your life actions you are taking. We have the Knight of Swords here, a very bold and confident knight who will move forward and take action. This is so beautiful because I feel that you have the right amount of patience and nurturing mixed with the right amount of action. Now, in the beginning here, you were feeling challenged by that. So that was conflicting for you, but I'm actually seeing this as being very embodied, or this is a lesson, an approach that you are embodying in your life that is really going to help you move forward here. Cancer, let's get some clarifiers on this Ace of Swords and your support and allies. Lots of good embodiment here, Cancer, and I know it hasn't been easy to integrate all of this. So give yourself a good pat on the back for the good work. In your support and allies for the Ace of Swords, you get the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Yes. For some of you, I'm sensing like a childhood connection or friend or possibly a sibling here who supports you. Could be, you know, maybe you have an older sibling who's had kids and they're helping you, giving you tips and coming in. It could be a friend like that. And for others of you, it could be somebody you work with. I want you to really tune into the energies around you that feel nurturing to you. Almost for some of you too, I get this really beautiful feeling of like a grandmotherly energy, somebody who will cook for you, somebody who would clean for you, will help take the load off your shoulders because she is the wise and experienced one. And these energies are showing up and popping up around you. So maybe with the challenge that you're facing right now, maybe you've had like the time that you had to focus on what you've been trying to build has decreased for some life event reason, but you have people surrounding you who might be able to take on the load. I would definitely be, with this Five of Pentacles in your environment here, I would definitely be in open communication with people in my household, making sure that they're helping with some of the cleaning and some of the things that need to get done, because it doesn't appear that you would be able to take it all on right now. And I think sometimes you do try to take it all on and you've got that hard, strong shell and you're like, I'll carry it. I'll do it all. You're showing me the King of Swords here. You kind of stubbornly do that sometimes. You're so determined to get everything done and be the end all be all to everybody. But you've also got the Six of Swords here. And the universe is like, Cancer, no. Get yourself in a more peaceful position. Let some of the other characters in your life take some of the brunt. Ask for help and allow yourself to receive help. That is literally the key to you feeling better supported and less drained. And so you need to look to the people around you. And let's say you have other kids. Maybe you have like 3 kids and this one's like a surprise, you know. I don't know if I believe in surprise that way, but let's say that has happened. Well, you have 3 children who are at different experience levels, I'm sure, but they could help with different things. And for you to have a peaceful, receptive experience, which is important for whatever you're going through, you need to have the confidence to ask people and maybe delegate. Maybe some of you here need to delegate in your home. This could be in your workspace too. Maybe somebody else needs to pick up that project so that you can have your leave, you know, and you can take care of you right now. So you definitely are working on letting go the focus of taking on all the burdens. In your hopes and dreams here where you have the Ten of Swords, I keep saying hopes and dreams. You do not want me to say fears. You do not want me to say it because you got the Tower here. I kept saying hopes and dreams. So you do have a fear here, and it's that your happy stability will come crashing down. It will not come crashing down. You fear that, but the reason you fear that is because you are not fully open to receive to the level that you need to be at peace with this, okay? So that might be a little bit of an indicator of there may be some issues of control here, Cancer, that your grip is kind of tight. Let's loosen the grip to receive. Let's loosen the grip and open the hand. That's going to be the title. Loosen your grip and open your hand. And what are we doing that for? To receive. Let yourself receive. Let yourself be gifted here. You have done so much for others. I can see it in your energies. Allow yourself to receive something now, okay? You've already created the stability. It's not going anywhere. It's transforming your, okay, I see this. For some of you, this is transforming your approach to freedom. So maybe you are taking on a new responsibility. Maybe you are dealing with that injury. Maybe you are expecting, right? And your freedom may be tied to the experience, right? So you may not feel like the, let's say, Aquarius, level freedom that you might be desiring because, you have that Fool in your past. You've leaned into that freedom before. And so there may be this little fear of like you're going to lose your freedom. But I don't see that. I think that this experience can absolutely be aligned with in a way where it brings more freedom than you ever thought possible. Maybe it's bringing you more into your body because there are issues in the physical body that need to be addressed. And through physical transformation, whether it be birth, whether it be healing an injury and recovering from that, physical therapy, stretching, body work, massage, that can all be extremely healing and transformative. So maybe some of you need to make that appointment that you've been thinking about. Okay, for the Three of Swords, okay, so this is the release, the big release. Could mean the portal of childbirth. We have the Five of Swords here and the Two of Pentacles. So you may be here like anticipating different outcomes from the future. Maybe being a little bit Virgo-ish here and trying to see if you can see how things are going to play out. And yeah, there's the energy moving, like when will things come into balance again for me? And you're actually causing yourself tension and conflict from this. Your goal right now is to trust the universe on this one, that this is meant to be a part of your path. This is meant to be a part of your journey, and the release, okay, through the transformation of things that may have been painful for you. Even just the density of this reality, that could be, your relationship to that could be something you're releasing. So things don't feel as heavy here. But the more you're in those controlling energies, your potential outcome is kind of a heads up here. Don't hold on to the conflict and the fight with what is. Blend what is with your current experience. Find a way to integrate it all. And some of the way you're going to do that is open up for help. Don't try to do it all. Do not try to do it all in December, Cancer. Do not. You will create that tower if you try to take it all on yourself. Delegate, ask for help, and dang, be okay with it. Just be okay. Let's get you a message card, Cancer, from, these are just little cards that I wrote inspirational things on quite some time ago, and it's just kind of fun to get a random message. You got a change of scenery would do you good. Okay, Cancer, I love that idea. A change of scenery would do you good because here you are, you're in this energy of the Empress. There's embodiment going on. You've planted seeds for something. You're watching them grow, but this other life event has come in. Maybe you just need to take a little road trip or have your partner take you on a road trip somewhere. Just rent a little Airbnb or something. Maybe you just need to get out in nature and go on that nature walk you've been thinking about doing. Get with your girlfriends or your bros, and go and have a good exercise outside. If you're pregnant, take it easy, right? Judge it by what you can handle if you're injured or pregnant, right? But maybe you just need to get outside. Maybe you need to get to the ocean side with a friend and just lie on the beach and watch the waves and have a good conversation. Change of scenery is going to be helpful for you in December. Just take yourself up on that offer and make it happen, and have somebody help you do it. You don't got to plan it. Let them plan it, right? Come on, we're trying to take some of the burden off you right now so you can open up and receive. Cancer, thank you so much for tuning into this reading for December. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It's my pleasure to do these, and I look forward to seeing you next time.